If you're looking to get into home labbing as a student and you're not too sure what kind of services to put on that would be really functional for school, don't worry, I got you. This is my home lab. It looks a lot more interesting than my first home lab update, but let me give you guys a tour. So this is my home lab. It is a series of 8 Raspberry Pi 5s, and in each of them I have the Raspberry Pi 5, of course. I have a daughter board for an NVMe SSD, which is sat down there, as well as a PoE hat to actually deliver power to these guys. One of the biggest reasons as to why I chose this series of Raspberry Pis instead of just one machine is that I wanted to be able to simulate other things with my home lab, like disaster recovery. You wouldn't really be able to do that with a single machine, so in this case, we're actually able to experiment with that. On the top here, I have a LCD screen, which is touch, and it just gives me an update of all of my Raspberry Pis. If it has updates, if they're offline, you can see the one that I just unplugged here is Guthix. So if I plug it back in, eventually this will become green again and my status indicators will be normal. As far as services go so far, I don't have too much completely live, but I do have a good amount of services that I'm running, especially for school. It's very helpful. On my Matriarch server, which is this one, I have this LD screen. This is just a node application that allows me to watch how my Raspberry Pis are doing, and I can tap into here, and it'll give me a bunch of different pieces of information that's helpful for sysadmins. And it is hosted on my own kind of private GitHub, which is hosted on Arasaka there. That's my corpo server. So I have Gitee, which is a private Git repository, as well as an app called Obsidian. It allows me to have kind of pretty much live notes while I'm in school. So I can type away while I'm in school with my laptop, and then it will automatically sync to all my other devices so I can come home and work on my desktop. Matriarch also does some mission-critical backups for configs for my other devices, but the main backups are for Killjoy. It's offline right now because I'm trying to debug it, because all of this is built from scratch. Like, I have a different bash script for each of these that generate separate JSON payloads, and then one that pulls it, and then one that actually processes it on this node application. So it's quite a lot. For Skywalker, I have a DNS monitor, so that way if my DNS records change, I'll be aware of it, because you're not always looking at your DNS records, so just a quick indication is very helpful just to make sure, the worst doesn't happen. I do have Pi-hole for my entire network, which is great if you're going to look up, recipes online or something. Those ads get really annoying, so Pi-hole is very functional. And I also use this one as a Tailscale exit node, so that one is pretty much just, if I need to use an exit node for my home lab, I can do it with that one, and that just tells me that it's available. And of course, Jellyfin, the home media server, you gotta have that. You gotta be able to watch your shows while you're studying, But that's pretty much all I have going on right now. I am going to be getting some more services online soon, so I'll give you guys an update. But other than that, that's pretty much all that's going on. Cable management